So today I'm out walking. I was supposed to be with this meetup group, but that's my fault. I got there late and got left. Oh, well, that's okay. I still did the walk anyway. And it's actually more like a trail. So I already pretty much did the whole trail. Well, a big portion of the trail by myself. But I figured I would just talk and tell you some things that's going on with me. Some important things. And then I'll just let you see the trail as I talk in a minute. So anyway, a lot's been going on. I was going to school to do diagnostic sonography, and even before that, I just kind of wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And I knew I wanted to do something in science, but I've tried a lot of different things. And I just, for some reason, just didn't really work out, which let me know that sometimes you gotta fail. Academically, it might have been pretty good.
Thank you.
But as far as anything else, like when I talk about your future and how you want it to go, that might not necessarily have been the best idea for God. So I just had to kind of change up a little bit. That being said, I don't know. I think the biggest thing right now for me is just figuring out what's the best option in life. Sometimes life just throws you a bunch of loops, and what you thought was going to happen or the way stuff was supposed to go, it just doesn't happen that way. Sorry. And when it goes like that, you think to yourself, okay, well, all right, so what's my contingency plan? And then, if you really sit back and just let things be, the answers will come to you. So for me anyway, I was pretty much at a point where I just said, all right, I'll just be still and just let the universe, God, universe, everything figure it out for me. And a lot of times people, universe, things talk to you and you just don't listen. And I was told to go into counseling a long time ago, and I just wasn't listening. And when you don't listen to the universe, you just get spanked. You have so much issues that you shouldn't have, but just be at peace and listen to the universe. So for me, I decided to go in that direction, and it has been such a pleasant, very pleasant journey so far. Things have been so rough for me over these last couple of years, and this is the first time that I've just put myself out there and something easily came to me, which let me know that this is the right path, the path of least resistance. Now, maybe that's not always the answer, but in most cases it is path of least resistance. And just let the universe take care of it for you. It's the best way. But also, you can't just be lazy and don't do anything. I applied to go to school, to 2 schools actually, and I got into both of them. But before that, I tried to get into PA school. Am I smart enough? Yeah, definitely. But it just wasn't meant to be. And when you fight things and you push things, but it's not meant to be, it just is not going to happen for you. No matter how hard or whatever you do and what you try. Sorry about that. I had to put my mask on. I was traveling, crossing people and stuff. But just in general, I'll put it underneath. Make it easier for me to put it on. Just in general, it just makes sense for me to go the path of least resistance. And I guess that's kind of what my point is for anyone who's listening to me. Don't worry so much about forcing things. Things that are meant for you are going to come to you. You still have to put effort in order for it to go the way you want it to. But just take the path of least resistance. Just keep a level head. Know what you're capable of. And don't stop. Never quit. Because if you quit, then, what are you doing? how can like what you want to happen if you're constantly quitting? Don't quit. Just keep trying, keep learning from your mistakes, and just, I don't want to say hope for the best, but just be happy in what you have.
Sorry.
Okay. Was he really coming this way though? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he just saw me. He wanted to come this way, in this direction. Anyway, I'm gonna let you see what it looks like. I'm turning around. This is what it looks like. It's beautiful out here. Absolutely gorgeous. Now here comes everybody. I'm gonna put my mask back on. Oh no, people coughing? Oh no. Keep that up there. Anywho. So this is the trail. I mean, you really literally can go whichever way you want to go. But it is something else. It's pretty rough. I don't know if I'm gonna go back the way I came though. Cause the way I came, I think I moved to the top of this hill and then I might turn around and go back the way I came. You really need like good hiking boots for this because I have kicked my foot on a rock that I wasn't paying attention to that stuck out of the ground. My goodness. I've seen people with those little sticks that help you walk up hills and stuff. This is serious. It's fun though. It's still fun. Anywho, back to what I was saying. The path of least resistance. Life doesn't have to be that hard. Everybody's going through something. And if you remember that, just remember everybody's going through something. It makes it a little bit easier for you. And it also helps you to connect a little bit more with people, being that everybody's going through something. So, being a counselor is something I've been doing my entire life anyway, whether I realize it or not. Some things you just naturally, innately are just drawn to. And that's probably because that's what you're supposed to be doing in life. And you being so controlling of your life and thinking that you know everything. You think that it's supposed to be the way that you want it to be. It's not necessarily true. It's going to be whatever God wills it to be. I know this looks easy, but these hills are steep. Like really steep. Earlier, I went past this area that had this graffiti. Really interesting. So, I might go back. Just so I took pictures, but I didn't actually take any footage or anything. Which I probably should have. You can literally be here all day long, I think. And I think that way is going back towards where I came. So, yeah. I might go back down the hill and just go, because I've been out here for at least 2 hours already. I'm not tired actually. I could keep going. But I had other stuff I wanted to do today too. So, me going to school. So, okay, what's the next thing? I have to figure out how to pay for school. I have to figure out, I got into 2 schools actually, and I had to figure out which school I wanted to go to, and which one I didn't want to go to. And both schools are really good, that's but you have to decide which one do you really want to go to, what's your top choice? And since I got into both schools, I actually went to my top choice. So, therefore, I decided the best way to do it is just weigh my options. Figure out which one is the better option for me. Now, I want to live somewhere where I'm going to grad school, by the way. I want to live somewhere where I can go to parks like this all the time. think and enjoy myself, especially since it's getting ready to be the summertime. I want to be able to enjoy my life, think, always have something to do. I love being around nature, so I need to be somewhere where I can exercise. And I want to be able to just walk out of my house and do something fun. Not have to travel an hour to get somewhere. And then nightlife, I want to be able to meet people. Can't meet people if you're somewhere where you're not in an environment to meet people. So, that being said, yo, can you imagine riding your bike on this? This is dangerous. I love riding my bike, right? But there is nothing stopping you from falling down that. My goodness. Right? Do you see how high up I am? Can you see that? I'm like seriously high up. And I'm very good at riding my bike, but I was never really a person that rode off-road like that. I've done it, but not like, I'm not an experienced rider. And you gotta have good wheels for this. This is serious. Good bike for this. I'd like to learn though. But I mean, certain stuff I'd be a little scared. Going down is not so bad. Ooh, can you imagine going up? Look, that's where I came from. I was down there where the road is. My goodness. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. And it's funny because I'm saying stuff like this, but I'm a very athletic person. And I'm not lazy by any means. I am not lazy. And that's another thing, you know, being lazy won't get you anywhere. You complain all you want, but that's not gonna complain, and then what? You're just gonna get on a bunch of other people's nerves. You might as well just, I mean, I'm not saying don't say anything. It's very good to get it out. You gotta get it out. But complaining with no action is just a disaster. What's the point? You're just gonna draw yourself more and more into some type of depression, and then from depression leads to addictions. So, you know, pretty much don't do that to yourself. Address your issues, but then find healthy ways to get your emotions out. Whether that's riding your bike, skating, playing pool, swimming, hiking, mountain climbing, I don't know, whatever. Jumping out of a plane, whatever you need to do to safely, let me add that in there, safely need to do to get your emotions out in a healthy and safe way. You know, everybody's going through something. You know, whether you have decisions about where you're going to live and what school you're going to go to and how you're going to afford to pay for it, or you have situations other, you know, maybe you're some type of abuse situation, or you just don't know what to do with your life in general. So I'm going back down the hill, so I figured I would show you what it looks like where all of the graffiti and stuff was at. It's very nice.
Right. Sorry.
I say it loud earlier.
I'm the last one.
If you're riding a bike, you gotta say it earlier. Like the other, like 3-4 people I've seen, they will say it like as soon as they see you. They say on your on your right, on your left, whatever. Actually, this is different graffiti. I did not come this way. That is crazy. You see that? Who is going all the way down there? That's so dangerous. Like, people are really talented and crazy.